Hey, it's Aaron the Ho, and here are a few things that we've done to the LifeProof Nude for the iPhone 5S, as well as the LifeProof Fre for the iPhone 5S before doing this comparison video. It's waterproof. There's a good chance that it's snowproof. That is a Fre for the iPhone 5S, and it's sitting at the bottom of a swimming pool. This hole definitely isn't big enough for the two-tone flash. The Nude hole is significantly larger than the one for the Fre. Try again. Oh. Took two. I'm texting and I'm a clumsy oaf. The Touch ID actually isn't a full circle.
Real usage, real reviews. Mobile reviews, A.ca.
Battle of the LifeProof cases. Now I have to say that both these cases, they are very, very good cases, but if we had to pick one, it would have to be the LifeProof Nude. Now the caveat is that the Nude doesn't have a screen protector, but they do include a zag screen protector that you can install optionally. We didn't review that because, well, it's nude. Now, based on our reviews and our usage, we gave this case, the Nude, a score of 4.2 A's out of 5, and the Fre got a measly 4. If you're torn between these two cases, the only two things that you need to ask is, do you really need a screen protector that's built into the case, and can you get away with not taking pictures with your two-tone flash? Now for this comparison video, we've kind of made it easier for you to view it all. We've got a table of contents in the description section below, which have timestamps for the different sections that we're going to be talking about, which are design, protection, as well as functionality. We've got annotations on the screen to also help you pick the section that you want to go view. So let's get started. For the design category, we look at the weight and the bulk, we look at the ease of installation, and we look at the build quality. In terms of weight and bulk, the Nude is a little heavier and it's a little thicker, but you don't really notice that thickness because you're constantly using your iPhone kind of in the middle through the thinnest part. And at that point, I think both cases are about as thick. In terms of the ease of installation, they're exactly the same. You undo the lightning port latch and then you pull everything apart. Really easy. For build quality, we have to give that to the LifeProof Nude. This feels like a very solid case, and mostly because, well, there's no screen protector, so everything needs to be much tougher. Now, if you want to know more about these actual cases, do check out our unboxing, installation, as well as our up-close videos, which are found at the end of this video, as well as the description section below. For the drop test for the LifeProof Fre, we did some office furniture parkour with it, and, well, the phone survived. For the LifeProof Nude, we did a slap drop, which involved me in throwing it up in the air and then slapping it. In terms of water protection, the LifeProof Fre spent some time at the bottom of a swimming pool, and the LifeProof Nude, well, went drinking. We did a beer test with the LifeProof Nude to see if it was beer proof, and it was. And I think that's probably a more realistic test, given that, well, we're probably going to go drinking with our phones rather than doing water sports. That's my guess anyways. Now, just as an observation, and this didn't happen to us when we were doing our test, is that there is another seal on the LifeProof Nude. So there's two seals, which is basically twice as many on the LifeProof Fre. And so the chance of something happening to the waterproofing of the Nude is much higher, because if you get debris between your case and the O-ring of the LifeProof Nude, well, it's not waterproof anymore. So that's just something to keep in mind. Always keep the O-rings on your LifeProof products clean. In terms of screen protection, that goes to the Fre, because there isn't much on the LifeProof Nude. Now the case does have an edge to it, and it probably comes off about 1/4 of an inch, so it does provide a bit of clearance if you were to put it face down. That's not a lot of extra protection, but it's better than nothing, which is what the LifeProof Nude is being marketed all about, having no screen protector, nothing. Now we film all of our tests, so I do encourage you, if you like watching us being sadistic to our phones and trying to break them, do watch them, as they're actually really fun to make. I like making them, and we film them in slow-mo and things just move really slowly. In terms of functionality, that goes to LifeProof Nude hands down. When trying to access your iPhone inside these cases, well, the biggest thing for us was the hole for the two-tone flash for the LifeProof Fre is not big enough for your two-tone flash to work properly. Other than that, getting to the ports between these two cases is exactly the same. The sound quality coming from them, exactly the same. In terms of screen usability, well, it goes to the case that doesn't have any screen protection. That's not to say that the screen usability on the Fre is bad. This is actually probably one of the better cases for screen usability, because the plastic screen protector extends from the bottom of the case to the top of the case, which allows you to easily swipe your notifications and your command centers. For the LifeProof Nude, this is a great improvement over the original one, as the edges were a little too high for me to easily access everything. That's not the case for the new Nude. This is pretty awesome. In terms of screen viewability, again, that goes to the case that doesn't have any screen protection. The glare is exactly the same as an iPhone 5S. The glare off of this LifeProof Fre isn't bad, but you can kind of notice it's a little wavy, because the entire screen protector doesn't sit flush on the screen. There is also some rainbowing effect, and I know a lot of viewers complain about that. It still exists for this case, so just be wary. So with all that being said, 2 questions. Do you like to use your two-tone flash, and do you like to touch your screen? If you can answer those questions and you say yes to both of them, then you should pick the LifeProof Nude. I'm not trying to discount the LifeProof Fre. It's still a very excellent case. And I guess the last question that you need to ask yourself is, on a day-to-day basis, how often am I going to throw this into my bag, right? If you take good care of your phone, then this is a really good case because, well, you can still use the iPhone touchscreen on it. But if you're just really careless with your devices or don't really care, then go with the LifeProof Fre. If you have these cases, I would love to hear your feedback about what you think about them. They're both LifeProof products. They're pretty awesome. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below, as we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Find us on Google+, Twitter, as well as Facebook. Check out our Google+ page, as we post daily updates about all the wonderful things that we're doing. If you went to our Google+ page today and you said, Aaron, stop being so animated with your hands, well, I would have done this for the entire review, but you didn't, so I'm going to do this. I'm Aaron the Ho. I review things at mobilereviews.ca. Thanks for watching. Hey, it's Aaron the Ho, and here's a few things that we've had to dummy. Hey, it's Aaron the Ho, and here's a few things that we've had to do to the LifeProof Nude for the iPhone 5s and the LifeProof Nude for the iFree Fre Fo Fum.